Hi, I'm Sarah Almehairi and I'm an artist and poet based in Abu Dhabi. So, Shared Motion is an audiovisual installation that explores translation. I'm looking specifically at the word wind because I found that a lot of the words that are tied to nature are very similar with the languages of the region. And I wanted to explore language in a new form. And so I'm looking at how maritime trade and culture and that landscape has kind of shifted to have such similarities that are not as known on a daily basis, I would say. So I interpreted like the sea as openness and have that interaction of the translation as openness as well. So there's this conversation that happens between all these elements within the work. And over time, the work starts to really bring those similarities between the languages. And there's this overlap that happens, and it's quite interesting and beautiful to have all these languages at the end of the work become in sync as one. Back when there were sea trade routes, like the wind would be the main source of the element to help guide them. And I think it's a really beautiful connection to put those two things together quite physically, even though they're quite intangible elements themselves. The Louvre Abu Dhabi as a structure is so architecturally open. I believe it's such a beautiful building where indoors feels like outdoors and outdoors feels like indoors. And it was really important to have the artwork in a bed of water to help reflect like this idea of the sea as openness as well, which the museum itself is being surrounded by quite naturally. Throughout history, there has been so many similarities between art and craft, and they really feed into each other. And so I feel like watchmaking takes on that role as well. Specifically, if I'm tying it back to my artwork, precision is really important in watchmaking, in time, in arts practice and thinking. And so I think that is one big element that ties both of those two things together.